Welcome back to the bench, and today we have another RITM2 Soviet era synthesizer. I've got one of these myself. Mine has the brown wood. Apart from that, needs a little bit of a clean. And apparently, when you turn it on, apparently the LFO works, but nothing else. And someone has worked on it before, so I think before plugging it in, oh, and actually, someone's fitted a nice IEC socket and a switch and a fuse, and it looks like they've cut this out of something or other. I should put an IEC on mine, and my one has just like an old light cord to plug it in. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, it looks like it's got its original power supply in there. Look at these diodes. I think these are acting as the bridge rectifier. It's amazing to see such a difference in the Soviet parts. Pots look fairly similar. So the power on these, see how thin these cables are. Wow. They go to the transformer, out to the bridge rectifier. Very simple circuit. There's a couple of trim pots. At least everything looks okay. I think I might plug it in. So it's on now, and it's actually pulling 1.7 watts. And we've got no voltage on the outputs at all. I wonder if the transformer is okay. So we just need to identify which is the ground point. That's 36 volts, so I think that's the outside wires. And then if I measure here, we should get 18 volts. So that'll be the ground point there. And the transformer seems to work. Okay, I think I'm going to take off the power supply and look underneath. There's so much wobbly action there.
When I step in a dance, straight knew it'd be crazy. Lady shaking ass, go baby. Couple drinks, two speech, real lazy. But still back to a guess, I'm like Swayze.
Before I go any further, I'm going to disconnect these wires and run it from my bench power supplies. And then we can see if there's anything else wrong with the synth.
Real good with the flows. I make these at all of my shows. And if you think that you know.
So I happen to know that this RITM2 uses plus and minus 13 volts because I've got one, which is cool. And I'm going to set a current limit just in case, 200 milliamps each side. So let's see what happens. No pitch. Huh? There's a portamento somewhere. And I think there's a keyboard amount. One sec. Okay, so we don't have pitch. We have oscillators. We have a filter. LFO is okay. Okay, so even if we do fix the power supply, we need to fix this keyboard. Not quite sure what's going on there, but it looks like both oscillators are working. Is that the yeah, so we have noise. The gating is fine. let's have a look at the keyboard. And for reference, we're pulling 100 odd milliamps on both sides, 110. Strange how it's fluctuating. So I noticed there's a couple of hinges on here, and there's 2 screws that come off the bottom here, and you take the cap off for the modulation wheel, and then you can lift the entire keyboard up. And then we can see 3 wires there that go to the keyboard and 2 there. So I'm going to have to trace through these resistors and see if there's a break anywhere. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with the keyboard voltage. The voltage goes up to minus 2.5. It's not good, so I think this is the wire that we need to trace. If I probe the output of the keyboard voltage, you can see that it's actually getting to the main board. So, might be something wrong with the pitch detection. So on the schematic, the keyboard I think is represented here. One side goes to an op amp, and another one goes to this trimmer, which I think might be the portamento. So I was having a look on the board, and if I get my tweezers, this wire isn't connected. I think it's going to go here. Let me check the schematic. That's quite unfortunate, because I'm going to have to take this PCB off, which means, see if I can take off these knobs. So with that being said, and that's going to save the customer a lot of money, because that would take some time to do all that, I think this wire just needs to be connected to this one. So I don't really want to put any solder on here in case this now gets disconnected, and we know where this goes, so I might just run another wire and join it onto this one, and then we should get our keyboard back. So actually that note there was stuck because this spring wasn't on correctly. Once I sorted that out, now this top key is actually really nice. It was sticking up before. Oh, I think I know why that wire broke out. That portamento knob is loose. I don't know if you can see that. The portamento is moving around, so I'm gonna have to see how I can tighten that up. Okay, I'll give it a bit of a clean. Before, when you turn it fully anti-clockwise, so there's no portamento, it was hanging, but now I've cleaned it. But I'm still not sure how I can tighten it. Ooh. Now this knob doesn't have any kind of locking mechanism. That's lucky. But how? Aha. So there's this collar here, and that does actually tighten it up. So, I still need to fix the power supply, but at least the whole synth's working. Some pots need some cleaning. So, let's have a look at the power supply next. So, I'm going to use this Velleman project, WSPC8042. And this will be a nice modern replacement for the original one. We know the transformer is working okay, so I think I've just got to build this.
So, my food's good, it's the music, bro. Ain't got no time to be on road shotting the dirty crows. Keep them cracked rocks for lost pups. My mindset and made up, I will rise, not give up. Perfect this art like a mastercraft. So are you really, really ready for the bomb blast? Blast, ha. Ready for the bomb blast.
Bomb blast, sé de qué vas. Quiero estar arriba para bajar a los demás. Da igual lo que digan porque yo tengo mi paz. No estoy en la cima, I don't need to be fast. I never rest, I'm not the last, I'm not the best. I've got my past, I feel blessed, I feel right. And if I don't get it, I don't feel bad. Cause I don't care, maybe I'm mad. I do my music for the laugh. No quiero saber si te gusta o no. Solo lo solté pa' quedármela. Oh God, nothing can draw me down. And if they do, I turn it into...
Okay, I'm not sure how hot these are going to get. I didn't have a thermal camera when I put one in mine. So, hopefully they haven't changed the spec too much. Let's see if we can plug the transformer into this. I won't plug it to the synth yet. We'll just see if we get our voltages there. So there's 3 wires from the transformer. So that's 36. And there we have an 18. And there we have an 18. So this bottom is the center tap. So I'm going to take that out first and label it.
Cause I write better when I'm down, with my whole body on the ground. Cause when I'm lost, then I'll be found. Tan cíclico que el mundo es round. Tan idílico que me da inspiración. Tan clásico que me lleva de lado, relajado.
So, it's actually quite interesting that the holes probably would line up. These legs getting in the way. I was kind of just thinking of mounting it like that. See if it works first. I'm going to see how hot these transistors get. Okay, moment of truth. Will it blow? Oh, we have some lights. Is that good? Is that bad? Okay, 18 volts. So that's a negative. $13 volts. We're going to have to adjust this again once we've connected the keyboard. Okay, let's see if it works. So she's running off her own 2 feet now. So I guess we should really check how hot those transistors are. Okay, about 68 degrees. I'll have to leave this running for some time and see if that increases much. Okay, this is going to take a bit longer than I expected, but I think it's going to be worth the effort. The fact that these 2 holes actually do match. I'll have to make these holes bigger and use a nut and screw because these need to be insulated. Luckily, I did find a pack of insulation and spacers, and fortunately we can mount these back here, so that will put them against the heatsink, but the legs can possibly touch these connections, so I'm probably going to have to fold these up out the way.
Temo a nada de nadie, hago música en la casa, en la calle, haters esperando a que falle. Yo estoy yendo de lo grande al detalle, que se callen. I don't need bias, I've got no leyes. Estoy en el valle con todos mis players. Don't wanna be higher, just need pen and paper. I'm real to those liars, I'm free 'cause I'm nature. See you later, soy una mega, you don't understand. Yo lo hago a mi manera, all I do is art. No espero que lo entienda, my idea sharp.
My food's good, it's the music, bro. Ain't got no time to be on road shotting a dirty crows. Keep them crack rocks for lost pups. My mindset and made up, I will rise, not give up.
Well, I think that looks really smart in there. The only thing I had to do is remove those 2 holes there. And it's heatsink, so I'll do a temperature reading in a minute. But first, we need to just check the voltages here. And I've heat shrunk that connection to the portamento and cable tied it all back down. So I guess the last thing to do is to give a little courtesy spray on the keyboard contacts. I don't want to go crazy. Sometimes you can play around with these bus bars and these J wires and all hell can break loose.
Perfect this art like a mastercraft. So are you really, really ready for the bomb blast?
This note isn't triggering a pitch.
I break cables to be myself. Yo me elevo sobre papel. Hago lo que debo. A mí me soy fiel. Rapeo y vuelo. Lo llevo en la piel.
I think I'm going to have to calibrate it. And that's a much more respectable 40 degrees. That was amazing putting that on that heatsink.
I don't need to sell my soul. I'm doing well with my goal. Focusing on my inner goal. My mind moves me roll. My mind moves me roll. Are you ready for the bomb blast? Ready or not, you feel the contrast. I hit the spot, I'll be the outcast. My music.
Okay, well I actually spent just a couple of hours having to do that. I couldn't quite get it in full temperament, but now this is actually pretty good. So there's a little trick with these. So these are the trim pots you use to do the calibration of the octaves, and I couldn't quite push it far enough. It would always go flat as you went up the keyboard. And I started experimenting with the power supply, and what I figured out is that I had to bias the power supply slightly. So minus 12.98 and 13.49, so slightly higher positive rail. But once I'd done that, I was able to get massively in tune through the octaves. So nice little tip for you there. I think it's because there's not many op amps. It's quite a live circuit and taking the voltage reads directly off the power supply lines. So that's the final install. I've added a couple of extra screws just to make it more rigid, and I've also increased the height to give us more space from the wooden board. I wasn't quite happy with how the original one was, so I think that looks really nice. I might have to do the same on mine. So that's job's a good one. Just got to put a couple of screws in, clean the case, back to the owner. Catch you next time.
And I control that, and I control that. Are you ready for the bomb blast? Ready or not, you feel the contrast. I hit the spot, I'll be the outcast. My music starts, and I control that.